The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 improves on what was already the best foldable phone around. It's more durable, it's water resistant, it's even better at multitasking, and yes, you can finally use an S Pen. However, at $1799, the Z Fold 3 is among the most expensive phones on Earth, and Samsung hasn't made all of the improvements we were hoping for. Here's the pros and cons in our Galaxy Z Fold 3 review. Galaxy Z Fold 3 continues to offer dual screens. The cover display is 6.2 inches, and the inside panel is a whopping 7.6 inches. But there's some big upgrades here. Both OLED displays now offer 120Hz refresh rates, and we experienced smooth scrolling and overall performance. The Galaxy Z Fold 3's neatest party trick is an under-display camera. By using sub-pixel magic, the punch hole disappears when you're not using its 4-megapixel camera. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 is the ultimate phone for multitaskers. It's so good, I found myself using my laptop less during my testing. You can run up to 3 apps on screen at once. You can drag and drop items from one window to another. And you can easily create app pair shortcuts for launching 2 apps side by side, picking up right where you left off. Things get even better with the new taskbar feature, which you can turn on when you activate Labs and Settings. Once you put the apps that you want in the Edge panel, you can pin a taskbar to the right side of the screen. It's just like Windows, in a good way, and I like that I can quickly jump between.
There are many Galaxy Z Fold videos out there, but this one is all about the S Pen. And I think this device adds a lot more with the S Pen built into it. Now, the Z Fold has S Pen capabilities within the internal display, not the external display. I repeat, you cannot use it on the external display, only the internal display, which has the Wacom layer and allows the functionality of an S Pen. Now, you can only use 2 S Pens with the Galaxy Z Fold 3 S Pen. Now, that S Pen has a switch on it, which allows you to switch between S Pen Pro functionality and Z Fold. Why is that? Well, 2 things. When you switch to the Z Fold functionality, it allows you to use it on the Z Fold because it retracts. So the Z Fold S Pen and the S Pen Pro, when using it in Z Fold mode, retracts in if you press too hard on it. So prevents you from jabbing or stabbing hard onto your device, which is great. So you don't have those kind of issues when you're writing or using the S Pen on the Z Fold. First thing, of course, you can write anywhere on the device, as well as also picking out the S Notepad and just writing on there. So that's something that's great. You've got that quick access menu where you can do more things and you can add a few other functionalities to it. So you can go ahead and say, take a screenshot by just using the cutout tool if you want to. You can open up all your notes. You can also add things like the magnify feature if you want to magnify things on screen.
If, like us, you're waiting for your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 to arrive, join me today in looking for the perfect case that you can get right now, just in time for when your handset gets delivered. Our lineup today consists of 3 covers, all of which you can order right now to arrive in time to provide immediate protection to your Z Fold 3. Hit our like and subscribe button, as we'll be soon receiving our Z Fold 3 and uploading content of case and accessory reviews. Our first cover of today is the most protective of them all. It is the Spigen Tough Armour case. This cover here will be able to defend your device in situations that many other cases wouldn't be able to. Because of this, it does mean that there is a slight amount of added bulk when attaching the cover to your handset, but this is a very small price to pay considering the amount of protection that this case offers. Surrounding the display of the handset is a 2mm lift. This steep bezel will ensure that your screen is lifted from off any surface that it is placed onto. In all 4 corners of the case, there is advanced shock absorption technology to protect the handset for if it was to be dropped. Besides this case being protective, it is also extremely stylish. There is protection offered to the spine of the fold. This eliminates any chance of scratches forming on the area. You'll be able to function your handset as normal, with this case attached, as all of the external features have been cut out perfectly. Next up today is Elixir's carbon fibre protective case. It is visually similar.
So, coming from the Note family, I've been using Note since the Note 4 now, and there's no Note this year. Just come off a contract for the Note 10. And all the had left was all that is available is the Flip. So I thought to myself, well, it's got the stylus now. It's pretty rad, I suppose. You know what I mean? It's very, very notey, but will I be able to deal with the thinner display? Do you know what I mean? It's not really a whole phone. So let's take from the top to the bottom. So we'll start with the main screen. So the main screen is thin. Yes, it definitely is thin. But do you know what? It's not as thin as everyone was making out to be. Like, I'm a big fella. I seem to be getting loads of text messages, obviously, because I'm filming a video. But I'm a big fella. I've got big hands. This is easily manageable. Of course I'm getting loads of text messages and everything now. So if I take, I don't know, just a standard text message, I get this. So quite a small thing, but the way I type, I go one finger, one thumb, and I can get everything I want to say.
Hey, what's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing good. Today, we're in downtown Orlando, and we're gonna be talking Galaxy Z Fold 3. And these are the first things that you should try as soon as you get your brand new Fold. The first one is Google Now versus Samsung Free. Let me show you how you can switch between both, because Samsung Free is actually really useful on the Z Fold 3. So if you swipe from left to right, you'll notice that you have the Google Now feed. This is enabled by default. Again, this is exactly the way I like my Android phones. I love the Google Now feed. But if you have the Fold 3, which is an excellent content consumption device, you might want to take advantage of Samsung Free. To do that, just press and hold on your home screen, swipe over, and then select Samsung Free, and then just go back. And now I have Samsung Free. Samsung Free gives you free entertainment such as live TV. You can listen to audiobooks and podcasts. You can read articles from your favorite news headlines or just from magazines. And you can also play a bunch of free games that you don't have to download. And being that this screen is so big, this is great paired with the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Next thing I want to talk about is how you can customize your home screen. So let's dive into those settings, go through them, and I'll show you what you can do with the Z Fold 3. If you want to customize your home screen, all you have to do is just press and hold on your home screen and then go under the settings. And these are all the settings that you can use. The first is cover screen mirroring. This is going to mirror your cover screen to your inside display, so that way you only have to do one app layout, but you could still differentiate the wallpapers, so you can have a different wallpaper for your cover screen versus your interior display. The next thing you can do is adjust your home screen layout, so you can have it view the app screen and your home screen, or just your home screen. So if you're coming from an iPhone, having just your home screen turned on might be a little bit more familiar to you. You also have home screen grid size, so you can...
In this video, we want to go over our experience with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, having used it for just about a week. First and foremost, as a first-time foldable user, adaptability was key. Even when you get the option to use a large display on the phone, when closed, it is still a 6.2-inch 25:9 aspect ratio AMOLED panel. Credit to Samsung, because despite the downsize in resolution, you can't really tell that this is an HD Plus panel, perhaps because it's so small in size, but also because it's a 120 Hz refresh rate panel. Things are all smooth all across the board. So the inside is 120 Hz and so is the outside. So that's pretty good, but there is a level of, adjustment that you need to go through, because things do look a bit cramped up on the display. For example, when you're typing, that is an experience that you'll perhaps have to relearn, and general applications just feel a bit smaller, and video content in specific will look extremely small because of the black bars that you'll get when you're watching content. And you might think, hold up, wait a second, aren't you supposed to use the inner display for all of that? And you'd be right. But when I was using the Galaxy Z Fold 3, I ended up using the cover display for about 50% of the tasks I did, whether that was, relying on Google Maps to get to places, doing a quick Google search.